Hello, guys. Once again, welcome to the Young African Hustlers channel. I know somebody might be wondering, Fred, you're not hustling. You're always at your background at home, talking to us. Yes, because I mostly record these videos early in the morning before I head out. And today I have something for you. And this is something that I've been thinking about because a lot of you have been asking me that, Fred, you've been talking a lot about finances, building wealth. And in this crisis where everything seems to be bad, where everything seems to be going wrong, where businesses seems to be dying, where, monies are depreciating to the dollar, how do we make money? How are we going to come out of this successful? And there's a saying that I always say. I say, if you don't find a way out in every situation, no matter what the situation is, if you don't find a way out, guess what you find? You find an excuse. You find an excuse because that's the only way you'll be content with yourself. And that is the only way you'll be able to move past that and now relax. You are presented with a problem. You're running through a problem. You're finding difficulties. Your first instinct is, where's this from? How do I solve this? What is the solution to this? But then, you try something, it doesn't work. Or you start thinking about it. Or you start talking about it. The moment you find a reason why this is happening and why this cannot work, you're settled. That becomes what you preach. It can be as little as even from your background. You're not successful. You think you're having financial challenges. And the moment you come to the realization that it is because your father, your mother didn't take you to school, because your father wasn't a good father, because you weren't given the right opportunities, because of the environment you grew up in, and you come to that realization, that becomes your word, and that becomes what you preach, and therefore you become settled. And if people ask you, you have something to tell them, and that becomes your way, until you come to the conclusion that this is not what I want. This is what I have to achieve. This is what I want to achieve, right? And you denied your current state. That excuse is always going to be the way you're going to live your life. And you're going to have people coming all around you from the same environment, even worse environment, succeeding. I was born in Accra, but I wasn't raised in Accra. I was raised in a very remote village, right? Where I had to walk 2 hours to school. Where I had to walk to school even barefooted, right? But I came to Accra after high school. But I said, no, I'm not going back to my village. I'm going to hustle till I make it. And I hustled my way out. I hustled my way out to study in London, to study in the US, and on and on and on and on. And I'm still hustling my way out to the top because I have a goal. I have something I want to change, right? So that is, first of all, the mentality you need to get. And once you have accepted that you don't want this current life or this current situation that you're in, then you can start benefiting from this video. Then you can start benefiting from all the things that I'm going to be preaching on this channel. Because till you accept that there needs to be a change, or I'm going to change, whatever I tell you, whatever nobody tells you, is not going to make sense to you. And you might probably just move past this video because that your excuse is going to ring a bell in your mind, and that is what it's going to be, right? So this channel is set up to really educate you and myself and other followers, because I'm going to invite other successful businessmen, other young men that are really doing great things in Africa on this channel, to educate us, to tell us their experience so that you can take a motivation out of that. But before we do that, I want you to change your mindset. I want you to believe that your current situation is not what you want. I want you to say that it is not normal for my wife to be working day and night, come home, cook, clean, take care of the kids before going to bed. That is not normal. That is not a life anybody should live. I want you to accept that it is not normal for me as a banker to carry buckets and go and fetch water before I can bath. It is not normal that when the lights go off, I have no backup plan. It is not normal that at the end of the month or the year, my landlord is chasing me for my rent. It is not normal that you can drive a simple car to work and back, and you have to walk in the rain when it's raining, that you have to be picking trotro. It is not normal that today you actually cannot take your family out for the weekend. That is not normal. Until you accept that and decide, I'm going to change that, that's when you look into your habits. You look into people that you're surrounding you. You look into what you feed your mind. You look into what you're thinking of or doing with your money. Right? And I think that realization is what I'm talking about today. So let's accept that yet. Next week, I'm going to upload another video about what you can do to become a millionaire or to be successful and taking advantage of this economic crisis. But first of all, I want to prep this mind. I want you to have that change of mind that what you're going through today, the hardship, the difficulty, is not normal and it can be changed. And it starts with you accepting and waking up every day and looking at your bed, looking at your living room, looking at your food, looking at your clothes, looking at your inner self and saying, Lalai, this has to change. I need to do something different. That is when we start talking. That is when we start really benefiting from all these videos that I'm uploading and going to start uploading. Let's have that change of mind. Let's see the negativity in what is going on, and let's start making it different. And if you're content with it, if you're happy with your 8 to 5 job, if you're happy with what your job gives you, if you're happy with where your life is, and if you're happy with just your family, that is okay. Not everybody has to be very successful or build wealth or build a generational wealth. Some people are not, and they are content with what you have. But if you wake up and you think that, no, I deserve better, then do accept that, and then let's start working towards that. And I'm happy to be your guy that is going to wake up every morning and encourage you to wake up and do something for your life. I will see you next week with a topic of how you are actually going to take advantage of this economy that is coming up. So stay tuned.